Our final speaker for the night is Edith Turner. And she was raised on the Mississippiwistic Cree Nation. Close enough. You'll correct it once you get up here. So close to Grand Rapids in 1990, and she had to leave the comfort of her community in order to continue with her education. She made the transition to Winnipeg, which at first was a culture shock for her. In 1994, she joined the Winnipeg Police Service, where she has served the community in the areas of General Patrol in District 1, also a detective in the Drug and Organized Crime Unit, an Aboriginal Resource Officer in the Aboriginal and Diversity Unit, and currently as an acting street supervisor in General Patrol in the District 1 area. She also raises her daughter, Emily, as a single parent while maintaining a full-time shift work position as a police officer. She's also a volunteer scuba diver with a Canadian search team dedicated to assist grieving families when a tragic accident happens on the water and has left a loved one lost. She also attends numerous mentoring events for Aboriginal youth. Edith Turner. And as Edith is coming up, I understand, is it Emily's birthday today? Tomorrow. So happy birthday, Emily. We have something for you right away, okay? We'll let your mom speak first.
Thanks. First of all, I just want to start off by saying, Chrissy, I'm a huge fan of yours. Your laugh is very contagious. Sometimes I'll be driving in my police car or else driving to work, and I hear your laugh, I burst out laughing too. So, so you gotta make sure you tell Ace that. Good evening, ladies. I just want to say that I'm very honored to be a part of this awesome event. I would like to start off by saying that as part of my upbringing in my community of Grand Rapids, I was raised up to be humble. So at the age of 18, I left my family and moved to the big city of Winnipeg. It was a culture shock for me. Everything was so fast-paced. I remember going to a food court at, I think it was Polo Park, and eating a taco for the first time. It was like different variety in food there, so it's good. I worked at various minimum wage jobs, making $5 an hour. I pumped gas, I cut grass, I was a laborer, I did security, anything to make ends meet. And this is while I was attending Red River College. I took some law enforcement courses. I wasn't going to quit and move back home. I was determined to make something of myself. And besides, my dad made it very clear to me when I left home that they were finished raising me up. That was it. So in 1994, when I got the phone call saying I was accepted to the Winnipeg Police, I remember I was so excited and I couldn't believe it. I felt like I won a set for life ticket or something. When I first joined the police, I was very shy and reserved. So I knew that I had to overcome this as I was bound and determined to make this work. I struggled through the training, which was very demanding, lots of studying, and of course the daily inspections where you get an inspector right close to your face, looking at your uniform and making sure there's no wrinkles or anything. That was the first time and only time I've ever used an iron, so. I would often phone back home and speak to my dad, just looking for long-distance moral support, in which I would get, well, you made your bed, now you lie in it. Anyhow, I made my graduation. I was sent to work in District 1, the busiest district of them all. As a junior rookie, I bounced around working with various senior male partners who didn't seem very supportive of females doing the same job. Of course, at this time, over 15 years ago, there was only approximately 60 female officers out of like 1,200. Once again, whenever I got homesick or whatever, I'd phone back home in hopes of getting some sort of support from my dad. But this time I got well, you're not moving back here. We've got no room for you here. You're old enough to look after yourself now. So like, okay then. So I had no choice. I had to make this work. No matter what kind of crappy day I had to learn to toughen up and stick it out. And I did. With experience came more confidence. I've had the opportunities to serve the community by working in general patrol in the downtown area. In 2001, I was blessed with my daughter Emily, who will be 9 tomorrow, like Christy said. Thank you. I also worked in the Divisional Detectives Unit and moved on into the drug section and organized crime. That's where I gained valuable experience. Very busy, lots of overtime. I was then assigned the Aboriginal and Diversity Unit as an Aboriginal Resource Officer, where I got to reconnect with the community at a personal level. Knowing the challenges as having experienced them myself, I was able to work with Aboriginal people who are transitioning from rural to urban. Last year, I transferred back to General Patrol, working in the District 1 area again. This time, 15 years later, I'm the senior female officer, and I'm often acting in the capacity of a street supervisor. So it's my turn now to pass down my work experiences. And this time, there's also approximately 10% of 1,300 officers are female officers now. So, still need more. And I now know why my dad was hard on me. He wanted me to succeed. I have just gone through a 2-month promotion process for a patrol sergeant. That was a lot of work, very demanding. Again, lots of studying and interview and presentation preparation. I won't find out till next week, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And also, as a single parent, I know that my daughter put up with me for these last 2 months where, you know, I'd be studying or reading, and she'd come up to me, "Do you want to play Wii, or do you want to do this with me?" It's like, I can't, just give me another month. Like, then it cut down 2 weeks, 1 more week, I promise. So I think she's very glad that process is all over. I also got her into scuba diving now too, so eventually, hopefully, both of us can go on trips and do diving together. In closing, I just want to say thank you. Thanks for inviting me to Carroll. And if you have any questions or if you're interested in joining the Winnipeg Police, come and find me later. So, thank you.